What is up, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Damien. This is DamiensAdventure, and we are going to be doing part 2 of fishing today in Vvardenfell, yeah? The zone of Vvardenfell. The Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind expansion, which is where we're going to be now, yeah? But today's going to be pretty cool. I'm digging it. As you can see from the fishing map, you may have to zoom in a little bit, but we have done saltwater and saltwater and river fishing, right? 1 second here. I'm gonna fix some stuff right quick. I'll get this pulled up for us. There we go. I was like eating my keyboard with my elbow. There, alright. So, here's the thing. We have this map here, right? And this map is awesome. But if I can just click it, let me get the thing pulled up here. Whoosh, there we go. Much better. Of course, I'm in the way now a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. So as you can see here, we have the dark blue, which is the saltwater, and what else we got here? We got dark blue, which is saltwater, light blue, which is river, yellow is fowl, and red is lake. So what we're gonna do now is go lake fishing, and then when we complete the lake fishing, we're gonna make our way over to this big ass area here with all these yellow hooks, because that's where we're gonna be doing foul water fishing. So yeah, I look forward to it. And yeah, I'll get us started here in just a sec. I'm gonna be pulling up the thing as soon as I write this image here. There we go. Alright. I tell you though, what is up with my tracking today, eh, chat? It's like shit. I'm constantly just kind of holding my jaw slack, like, hey. Except it's more like. Hold on, let's see. Alright. That's a little bit better. I don't know why it's doing that today. It'll be alright though. But today's gonna be a long ass day, chat. So here's the deal. We got a lot of stuff coming up today. We have what all do we have? Oh man, we got the fishing stream, and then I'm gonna do a 2-part stream later tonight where I play multiple games. I'm gonna play some Quake 2 and some BattleBit Remastered later tonight. All we gotta do is fish up these fish. However long that's gonna take. I think it's about 2 hours last time, so I don't think it'd be too long, you know? It's just a matter of actually getting everything set up and a lot of RNG luck, you know?
Daggerfall welcomes you Nerevar to DamiensAdventure.
Damn right, dig off there. Let's see here. And if it seems a bit laggy today, it's going to be loading for the next like few scene changes, and then after that it kind of quits lagging. Oh cool, we got a hemming, that's really good. We're going to check our materials that we got today. Alright. Got some honing stones, Karana, and it's a cheaper cooter reading, so that's pretty good. Alright, so first things first, we need to find a, what am I trying to say? We need to find a horse ranch. A horse stable thing, yeah. And then from there we'll be golden. Oh, it is out here. I was like, oh, it's not out here. It totally is, though.
Golden glass.
Alright, 4 more. 4 more days. After 4 more days, we will be capped. By the way, that's Red Mountain for anybody wondering. The big volcano on Vvardenfell. But yeah, in 4 days, we will be capped on our capacity. As far as I understand it. Okay, so where are we going first? Now there's 2 huge ass lakes and there's going to be a lot of lake fishing around those lakes, but I think what we should do is start by just heading south out of town and go into this lake down here, to the southeast or so. And that's what I'm going to do. Eat my food while I'm at it. There we go. Meh. I'll just head south on foot. I was gonna see if there was a way to waste right out to another one of the lakes, you know? But it's just right down here. Not that big of a deal. And here we are. Oh, I should have made that. So we have a ton of minnows, so hopefully this will be really quick. Really quick as in like probably 45 minutes still per section. But my goal is to basically power through this tonight, and basically just play a whole bunch of games tonight. I figured, yeah. So, you know, we'll fish up the 6 fish that we have to fish up today here, and then we'll go play Battle Bait Quake 2 for a couple hours. But what I'm going to do is after I beat this, I'll bring the stream down and bring it up for the FPS games. The reason why is I've found that in MMO type games and FPS games, they don't mix audiences really well. So like, it doesn't really pay to do a multi-stream of that. Or maybe it does and just, you know, but you would have to have the bigger name than both games. So for bigger streamers, I would imagine it would work out just fine. It doesn't work well for people starting out though. Of course, I wish YouTube had like a titling system for live streams, kind of like they do in on Twitch. They kind of do, but it's not like the same. You can't be like, you can't send another VOD out while you're streaming and start a new VOD. And if you can, it definitely uses something I can't do myself. But with Twitch, you can keep your room open when you start a new thing up and everything else. So like, if I were to go and create a new streaming room, I would have to tell everyone to go swap to it because there would be no way to just bring everyone with me. I think later on you get more abilities like that as you become more of a member, or maybe they just don't even have that yet, but definitely don't at my tier. And Vvardenfell's looking amazing today, isn't it? It's got the ash fog that's highly toxic and corrosive. It probably smells a bit like shit because of that. And we're on a lake. a volcanic lake. Just chilling. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome, welcome. I know. I've secretly been kind of like grinning. I've been like, I'm getting close to 200. Yay! Sorry I sound a bit rough today. I've been having allergies lately, like a constant runny nose. It's not a cold or anything, but my nose has been constantly stuffy and running. Hey, we got a, was it Hoaga Oto? So that means that we only need 5 more fish. Sounds like we're making good progress, but until we get 2 more blue fish, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I need to do a 200 subscriber special. I'm gonna wait till I get to be about 205 subs, and then I'll do the 200 subscriber special. I've learned from watching enough streamers that if you do a subscriber special at the number of subscribers, you'll lose subscribers because people just want to drop it down. But I'm super stoked. How's your day, my friend? Having a good day so far? Ooh. This whole lake area, and there's no... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, there's no fishing spot? I wish that YouTube had more of an integration thing for live streaming. There's ways to do it without being quote-unquote Twitch integrated, but it's just one of those things where it's like some things work so much better. Like for instance, a lot of the donation-based things where like people get hosed by things being thrown at them, you can really only do that on Twitch, and there's also I think a paid thing on Stream Elements that lets you do it, but it's one of those kind of things that's really interesting. Hey, I'm glad you're having a good day so far. Sorry, I'm like looking at the fish, and then I'm looking down, and I'm looking at the fish, and I'm looking down. Let me see here, I'm gonna put my phone back like this. This helped out a lot last time. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Now I can just look over this way and chat. Hey, we got the other one, the Pity Bomb Bill. So that means we now only need 4 more fish. This may be a fast segment. I'm hoping for it. I'm gonna be playing a bunch of stuff today. Hey, there you go. RTX 4070 is pretty cool. I just want to get one that has a ton of RAM. Like, VRAM has always been my problem. It's my problem with this game that I'm playing now currently. If I go into a cutscene or if I walk up to somebody, it takes a second for the high-res textures to kick in. And that's because of memory. Yeah, would you look at that? It's another fishing spot over there. Not bad. So chat, what we need here is we need a blue fish. Not a blue furniture fish, but a blue fish towards the achievement. If we get this blue fish, then we can go on to foul water fishing, and then once we complete foul water fishing, we can, well, run stuff. So basically here's the thing, right? I've got a announcement thing coming up because I still have to make the image for the announcement, or I'd have it up already. I ran out of time today. but basically on Saturday, no, sorry, not Saturday, on Friday, okay, this Friday coming up, between 4 and 8 Pacific time, which if you're Eastern time, you just jump it up 3 hours, so it'd be between 7 and 11, right? I'm gonna be playing Left 4 Dead 2. The goal is to play until we beat, you know, like Left 4 Dead 1 or Left 4 Dead 2's areas. And, yeah, that's my whole thing. I'm gonna have chat available to join in if they want to play with us. I'll be announcing what game I'm in. The game that I'm in will be the one that I'm hosting, probably, because I always host my own games there. It'll be interesting. We're gonna play a whole bunch of different things, different mutations for it. We're gonna have regular campaign, but you know, advanced mode. We're gonna have, or advanced difficulty, I should say. We're gonna have tank run, the one where we always run from the tanks and everything. I'm also gonna have special delivery, where it's just a constant shit show. If y'all have seen my short that I released the other day, for it was just a normal day in Left 4 Dead 2. That's special delivery. 8 special infected spawn every 35 to 45 seconds, and they just come at you like a wave. So you will fight for every single inch of ground that you need to gain towards the exit. On modes where you gotta hold up for like 10 minutes, it's interesting because it's not bad until they clip someone. You may go 3 or 4 minutes in that 10-minute challenge and not have any problems, and it looks like you're amazing. But the second one of you get pulled off, you lose that coverage, and then it starts to go awry. By the time you get that person back up or freed or whatever, then the next wave is coming in, and if you miss a beat for just a second, it can become a really challenging situation. Luckily, you don't have to deal with regular special infected, but you do have to deal with the tank spawning like you would in campaign mode. And the witches as well. So there's that. All in all, it's gonna be a what was it that Charlie would say? A swift kick in the pants. It's gonna be great. But I should have at least 2 spots available if anybody wants to join in that's in chat on that day. But today, yeah, I'm gonna play Quake 2. I'm gonna try to play Quake 2 64 again tonight. It was fun. The problem with Quake 2 64 was that you couldn't stun the enemy. And you can't crouch. If I remember, they built it with the Quake 1 engine or some weird shit to make it work. Or Quake 1's setup, I think. But the game was fantastic. If you haven't played Quake 2 or Quake 2 64, or which was for the Nintendo 64, or any of those, I can't say that I can hold it against you because it is an old game. But there was a time where, like, if you hadn't played that, everybody would look at you and be like, bro, you gotta go get that game. Like, there was a time, and I do miss that era. But I'm just fascinated now that basically for like $10 or whatever, I don't know what it's currently priced at, but I'm gonna say $7 to $10 over at like Steam. Do not get it on the Microsoft Store. Alright? You're welcome. so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get it from Steam, or you'll get it from GOG, right? I would recommend Steam, just because there will be a shitload of people playing the game. GOG, there will probably also be a shitload of people playing the game, but the kind of benefits that you're looking for, you can probably have the same benefits with the Steam version, so you might as well get the Steam version so you can tell your friends to come play too. What was I gonna say? So anyway, if you've already owned the game on any of these platforms, there's a free update that came out a few months ago that basically brought the game into modern times and makes it playable again, and it's got a actual following of players. There's a lot of players who play Quake 2 right now, and it feels good to see it kind of having a resurgence right now, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna try to play Quake 2 64, which has its own wonderful story. So in Quake 2, you kind of crash land on a planet during an invasion and end up saving you do the job of an entire invasion force basically on your own almost. But what happened is that while this was going on, other parts of the military are trying to help you out, right? So this is their story. So think of, like, you know how there was Halo and then there was Halo ODST, right? This is kind of like that. In Quake 2 64, you're assaulting a different part of the invasion. You're basically doing a different, how do I put this? You're attacking another installation while they're attacking the main city. And it's cool. It even has this Doom-like story progression thing. If any of you have played Doom or Doom 2, in between the maps and stuff, it would have little icons that would do a blip thing on this map of hell or whatever. That is basically what's going on in Quake 2 64's map progression. You get to see the cool thing light up between maps. What else? Oh, you can also play those maps on multiplayer on Quake 2, and many of the servers do have those maps. They're quite fun to play on. What else? Oh, and we're also gonna play BattleBit tonight, which is gonna be a big deal. BattleBit has definitely seen a really good time. Yeah, I was like, what is going on over there? That troll is like having a field day to the beat. But yeah, so one of the main things with Quake 2 and stuff like that is that, not Quake 2, but BattleBit, is that it's a game that's made by a couple of people, and I don't claim to know what their exact story is, but check this out. If you've ever played Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4, if you're old enough to have actually played those games when they were out and been part of the server community or an admin in one of the servers or any of that, I was, right? There were a lot of gripes and complaints that we would just hope that DICE would patch or fix, but they never did, right? So it just became this never-ending, maybe one day, maybe next month, maybe this month, and then it was like, oh, new Battlefield coming out, and you were like, oh, that kind of thing. So all those hopes and dreams that were dashed during all that time, all the letdowns, the things that DICE never actually got off their ass to finish. Flight 3, like, well, I guess it's like, what, somewhere between like 3 and 5 people in a basement? I forget the exact number. We're basically like, no, F that, we'll make a better game. Is it blocky? Yes. But it's because of this that they're actually able to mess with the engine as fast as they are. You see, if they did this like multi-million-dollar graphics department, then they would have to change a lot of shit in the engine just to be able to change small things, and there could be drastic problems. And if there's a problem, they have to get a hold of Carl so-and-so at this other department, or this other, you know, part of the thing who's working on this thing, and then figure all that out, and it's a clusterfuck. So smaller engines, smaller projects are easier to work on usually. So they've got this workflow thing down to the point where they're just like patching shit out, making new stuff. They're just like, yo, content. And I'm just like, this is amazing. I'm like really impressed with what they're doing. In fact, they just did another, I think, hotfix patch or some kind of patch today. I haven't logged in to see what it was, but when I started up Steam today, there was an update. So there was some sort of an update today. And yeah, it's gonna be neat. I look forward to seeing what they're gonna do next, you know? And don't be turned off by the blocky graphics. The game is absolutely, it is absolutely like playing a cross between Hell Let Loose and Battlefield. Or Battlefield 3 or 4. Let's see. Kevin says, I don't mind the blocky game style of the game. It makes me feel better in terms of I've been putting more time in the quality of the game rather than the looks of it. Yes, absolutely. That is 150% their MO, and they nail it. And not only that, but they're really chill people. I've talked to like one or two of them, and this was like right when the game launched, you know? Not launched, but when it became a full-time thing. Yeah, it's a furniture fish. We caught a bass that we could put in our house. But yeah, when I talked to them, they're real chill people. They're just like, yeah, we made a thing. We dig it. We also stream. You know what it feels like? It feels like you know when you've got like the four or five people that always play games like Arma and like the Squad, or whatever it's called. I think it's called the Squad. Or what was that Tom Clancy game that was kind of like that? Maybe that's the game. But or you know, like the teams that always got each other's back kind of shit, and they love to play games that are tactical. It reminds me of like, what if people like that made a Battlefield game? It's so great, but they're really chill. It's actually how I got most of my thumbnail images for BattleBit. Is I was like, hey, do y'all have a you know, like a press packet thing, you know, where we can like get some images and stuff to use, and they're like, oh yeah. They were so prompt too. They were so cool. I have to give them credit. I expected to like wait 3 or 4 days, maybe hear back, maybe not. No, they got right back to me. I was like, you guys are awesome. But they've been patching their asses off. It's not patching in a bad way. I mean like feature patching. They're like, yo, here's a new weapon. Yo, here's this. But they've not done anything to bring in balance to the game. Any more than like the usual suspects. Like if you're out in the field, expect to get sniped. If you're in close quarters, expect somebody with a SMG or like something like that to just one-shot you versus your weapon, because it takes you longer to pull it out. If you've got a pistol though, you got them all day, because it's more realistic in terms of like running into a room, what you would expect to win in that fight, what it takes time-wise to pull your weapon out. I've been digging it. Hoping I get this blue fish soon. Then we can move on to the next area. But of course, it's only been about 30 minutes that we've been here. Not even. So we're still par for the course right now. But I'm digging all these free shads I'm getting up out of the water. Trading one special bait for another, I can't complain. Shads are usually hella expensive. I have not. So I have a really sad confession to make. So I have not gotten a chance to play. Well, okay. So I played San Andreas, but here's the thing: when I had the chance to play San Andreas and actually play it all the way through, and I haven't played San Andreas and Onward, so I was about to say, but the quick story about that is when I got the ability to actually play it, I realized that I couldn't because of the fact that well, I mean, I could, but it didn't have all the music, so at that point I was kind of like, eh. But I need to play those. It's just one of those things where if I play it, I would have to just play it and not save the stream. So everybody would, it would have to be an event where I let everybody know ahead of time when it's gonna be and everything else. But I really want to play 4 and 5, not because I want to beat the game, but because I want to try to do stuff during the oh, what's that stupid challenge that I saw the other day? One sec. Alright, so the challenge that I was thinking about was it was like trying to do a mission or trying to get from point A to point B when the cars are going like 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. There's a mod for 4 and 5 to do that, or I think maybe it's even console command, who knows. But I've seen some of the graphics mods for 4 and 5. You can make the game look really nice, especially if you have a modern day card, you can just rock out. They added in was it ray tracing? But no, not just ray tracing. It was like full scene. I forget the terminology for it, but basically full tracing, like full path tracing or whatever. Oh, it is absolutely insane. Like, so there's one where it was GTA 4 and dude needs to meet someone at a quest location, right? So he hails a taxi and he gets in a taxi, but like all the cars except for taxis are moving at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, or that's what's written down, but the engine probably caps out at some point way lower. But what you see is just all the cars flying around and exploding, people yelling, just shit flying around everywhere, and it's crazy. And the taxi gets hit and knocked back like five city blocks. It's stuff like that where he spends like 20 minutes trying to do it. Occasionally he'll succeed. I forget the name of the channel, or I'd let y'all know. Come on, fish. Give me the fish. There's a loud dog barking outside. Give me the fish. For real though, this fish is we're still about 20 minutes away from it being, you know, a late edition. I like my new outfit though that I got. I'm the Scarlet Judge. It comes with a helmet. I also have another helmet too I can use. But it's really blocky. Without the helmet, it looks pretty cool. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna go over to the big lake. Well, this is clearly a river. But this is a lake. Here we go. I was like, where'd it go? Oh, it's erupting again. Let's see here. Maybe it'll be this one. We'll see. I'd be like, please! Cool little dragonfly over there. We'll get it though, soon. Soon. Maybe we'll get it though. Soon, I hope. Today it's about burning down as many games as I can, basically. Dragonfly's just chilling. Come on, fishy. Like every day I'm fishing it. Kinda cool, eh? Making good progress. It really is. When I was younger, I used to do that too. Good times. The main thing we used to have a thing, not really a problem with, but like an interesting, like, it was almost like a plague. Like everyone did it. It was so great. So I used to work at a call center a long time ago. Well, not really a long time ago, but it was like, you know, like a tech support call center, right? And it involves phones, right? So everyone had a phone, and we couldn't use our work computer to play games, or we would get in trouble because they would, you know, watch your cursor and stuff, right? But what they did not watch was your phone. So everyone was like either reading books on their phone, playing games on their phone. It's a whole like thing. Let me see here. There we go. Extreme fishing. Oh man. So basically, once we get this, we'll be golden. I just hope this fish drops soon. That's legit. That is, yeah, that's pretty legit. We used to have a Minecraft server for our gaming clan. It was really cool. We had a, what was it? It was a Minecraft server, a Battlefield 3 server. We played Eve. Bunch of games. I was present in a couple of the major battles in Eve too. It's kind of cool. I didn't play any major parts or anything, but you can still fly through the system sometimes. Other times you get locked. System lock is crazy. You can have like 20 to well, I'll say about not 20, more like 2,000 people in the same zone, and it'd be fine. But on war days, they announce them ahead of time, and they literally call the game company and they go, "Yo, we're invading here," and they go, "Okay, we'll make server space for it," and they'll allocate craploads of resources to it. Even then, it's still slowed down. The way that they make that possible a lot of times in Eve, I don't think they still do it this way because I haven't played in years, right? But the way they used to make it possible was through time dilation. So basically, if there was like 20,000 people in a zone, then you're like, if you were expecting to be able to use a move every 5 to 10 seconds, well, it was going to be like 30 to a minute for that move, and that was frustrating as hell. But still, you couldn't tell it from the amount of ships that are on the screen shooting at each other. You would be like, these guys are kicking each other's ass. But it's just really cool. So if you've ever seen one of those scenes where there's thousands of ships on the screen and they're having this major war in Eve, that's how that works. Or at least it used to. I don't know if it still does now. Somebody will have to fact check that to make sure. And no, I'm not going back to Eve. I had my fun with that. I was there during, what was it? During the, war with, Test Alliance and Goonswarm. I think was the name of their thing. It was basically Reddit versus 4chan. Come on, fishy. I just need this one fish. It's like, damn it. Ooh, the ash flow is definitely coming this way now. I forget what volcanic island it reminds me of. Is it Tora? No. Tonga? One of those volcanoes that just kind of looks like this and it go poo-poo all the time and have stuff rolling down the sides. I forget the name of it, but I've seen videos of it going occasionally. Ooh, ebon thread. And the ash flow is getting rougher. I'm hoping I can get this fish soon and get out of this place before I become another pyroclastic flow victim. That's why volcanoes like, not necessarily Mount St. Helens because it's like further away, but like Mount Rainier and Mount Hood, right? Like volcanoes like that. They look absolutely fine. Absolutely cool. Like one's a perfect triangle almost, and the other one is like, just really cool. Rocky crag that's huge. It's almost like its own mountain range, right? And they don't really look intimidating as far as like anything ominous. I mean, they are great for mountain climbing. Like they're good shit. But like, and people can go skiing on them, and there's like glaciers and everything else. But like, my God, that's what they're capable of doing. And people be living like right next to him and shit, and I'm just like, no. Like, so when Mount St. Helens blue, right? Here's the thing. If you look at like a map of like, let's say like Portland, right, which is near Mount Hood, and the crazy thing is that if you look at all the crazy ass like mud, like ash mud, that just clogged and eliminated entire lakes, eliminated entire rivers, right? And by eliminating, I mean literally sent liquid slurry down the things to basically patch up the gap that once was called a river. Like it just completely made it, erased it from existence, right? Kind of like pouring cement to level up a surface. It literally did that. So like the thing is like if Mount Hood went, right, the two major rivers that are nearby it would be clogged up, and it would be a big deal because that water still needs to find somewhere to go. So it would create a new channel possibly, or maybe two channels. But you would have the Columbia and the Willamette rivers would be completely done and have to get rerouted, or would be rerouted automatically by nature. But like just stuff like that would happen, and it's just like, oh my goodness. And this would go like probably past Portland. And it's just like, holy shit. So if you think about it like that, it's like terrifying, because like you wouldn't, even if you're not like near the volcano, like gonna get hit by lava, you know, lava's not really the problem. It's all the other stuff, like ash and everything. Nope. I'm basically waiting on the money to come in from like a thing, and then once that happens, I'll be able to get the PC. But it's been held up for months with me just going. Aah! So at this point, I just twiddle my fingers and buy my time, because it's just a matter of days, not days, but months now. All I know is we're expecting that sometime between now and Christmas, right? Or like, you know, into December, right? That we should get our money in and then be able to do that. So soon. It was supposed to be 4 months ago, but it's one of those things where like processes take forever, and if I could, I would snap my fingers and have it done. Well, I can't tell everything. But basically, we had, and without going too much into it, right? We had kind of like a relative pass, right? And there was a thing where we would be able to get some stuff, you know, and then with that be able to have enough to get the new computer. And those things can take forever. Some of them only take 4 to 6 months, some of them take a year, 2 years, right? And it's going on a year and a couple months now. But we've gotten word that that's supposed to finally end. So that's kind of the thing. So without giving away too much information, that's basically what's going on. So at this point, it's just about waiting until that's finalized, and then get the stuff eventually. Hey, it's cleared up. The ash must be blown to the other side of the island. You can still see the haze going though. Yeah, but now it's just me and my fiance. But with me, I've been out of work because of my hip. Basically, like when the, how do I say this without getting demonetized? When the great sickness came, I got it really bad, and then afterwards survived it, which was awesome. But my hip, how do I put this, is partially numb from the hip to the knee, from like the middle to the outer side. So it makes it so that I don't have great balance in a long walking environment. Well, I mean, I can walk like it. Here's the thing: as long as I don't use it very much, I can walk around just fine. I can walk up to the gas station and back, right? Be fine. But if I go and I do that 4 or 5 days a week, by the end of the week, I'm useless and basically end up having to get off the leg for like a week. It's some absolute BS. But I'm honestly just glad that I didn't die from that. So it's all good. But yeah, that's why I'm always home. And because I go stir crazy, because I used to be super active and get out and go places and walk everywhere and just like, I was like, hey, public transit, not a big deal. I'll walk it, or I'll take public transit, or I'll take, I'll drive or whatever. But yeah, I used to be super active, right? So because I'm not very much, I go stir crazy, so I stream all day. Let's see. Will this be the fish? Hopefully. Let me see, what's it called? It is called a Shulk Brother Crayfish. That's what we're looking for. Ooh, a E-log. Alright, so now we're at the hour mark, so we should be getting it soon. This is around the time I got it last time. I think it was like an hour and 10 minutes the first time, and it was like 45 minutes for the second one. But we should be getting close now. Of course, don't quote me on that. I've had crazier shit happen in this fishing game, but the RNG usually pans out around 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes, so we're right in the middle of the RNG. I know what I want to do. I'm gonna put some like tendies in the oven or some shit. Come on. You know a game that let's see, let's see, which GT would get a remaster? Oh yeah, no, not those. No, we good. Oh my god, do I remember that? But oh, speaking of which, they've got that premium thing now. So I don't know the full details of it, but I read about this. GTA is wanting to have a subscription model. And if you get the subscription model, it gives you all these other Grand Theft Auto games. And it's really funny because if you actually look at the fine print, you realize that what they're trying to do is give you all of those remasters free. All you have to do is pay them a monthly subscription. Now you get other benefits to it that I don't know about because, of course, it's like a week ago I read this article, and I don't play it actively, but yeah, I was just like, holy shit. But yeah, I wish they would get like an actual remaster. But you know what? So id Software did this with Quake 2, right? Quake 2 got a quote-unquote remaster, and it was the worst version of Quake 2 I'd ever played. I did a whole video on it, and then like a few months ago, I think it was like June or July, they released a patch, they called it, and the patch actually did what they were trying to do with the remaster. So I don't know what you want to call it now, but it is actually a remaster. It only took them several years. Let's see, that would be an easy way to pirate. Yeah. It depends though. If it's something where it's got a lot of DRM, then no. And unfortunately, GTA games have some of the most heinous DRM of any game in existence. So if it's pirated by a crew. It is not pirated by like smaller enterprises. So if that makes sense. Oh, speaking of that, who was it? Was it Grand Theft Auto that they did this with? I think it was, where they had Razer 1911 and one of the other guys, or one of the other crews, right, that are famous for cracking games since like the 2000s or 90s or whatever, right? They've been at this since like games have been in existence for PCs in modern times, and what they ended up doing was grabbing the no CD crack or some shit like that, and then trying to sell it as a patch for like, no, they weren't selling the patch, but they patched it into a thing to make Steam work. So if you bought the Steam version or some shit like that, I'll have to go look it up, but it was a thing about that. It was really interesting. I remember it's something like, oh, they needed the no CD thing to work, so they ended up finding a cracked version of their own game, saying, hey, this CD crack would work, and they put it into the game and as like a patched in thing and sold it on, I think it was like Steam or somewhere. That's pretty funny. Of course, you gotta understand though, that was a different time. That was a completely different time. During the Unreal Tournament days, for instance, around UT99 to 2004, people were putting all sort of copywritten shit in games because there wasn't really a law about it. Only if you were selling. If you were a modder, it didn't matter. So we had open range. I remember listening to Daru's Sandstorm so many times and thinking how awesome it was to be playing Unreal Tournament while listening to Daru's Sandstorm. In my Final Fantasy XI game when it first came out, which is around the same time, I opened it up and changed out the audio with Diablo 2's audio. So a lot of the music that would play in the zone, just naturally in the game, was from Diablo 2 instead of Final Fantasy 11. And did like all sort of silly shit like that back then. But these days, oh no. Like the way the legal agreements are and shit, you'll go to jail. Cracking stuff like that. Also, the DRM stuff has gotten a lot worse too. Especially, oh my goodness, especially with like, was it Lenovo, whatever? It checks for so many things during games like Grand Theft Auto that they were notoriously hard to play, because you can get a cracked version of, and of course I'm not advocating for this, but if you were to find a cracked version of San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 4 or GTA 5, what would happen is you might be able to play it, but then like somewhere between now and 100 hours through your playthrough, or however long it takes to beat the game, it would break and you couldn't beat it. And that was just like their way of basically screwing with hackers. Come on, fish. I need this fish so bad so I can go to the next place. Arrgh. So in about, say about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes or so, then I'll be like, come on! That's not good. I had a problem with Razor causing that. Razor was causing a conflict with my USB ports, and it would cause my camera app to go ham, and then occasionally there'd be a problem. Now, I actually had a weird thing happen with YouTube last week as well. YouTube, when I was watching videos, like, so you know how like there's the buffering thing and everything, so I'm gonna keep buffering and all that stuff, especially if you have the YouTube Premium, so it buffers the whole video. That's fine, but like what kept happening is that it kept like memory leaking, just creeping up from very low. So when it started off, it was like 700 megs, then it became like 1500 megs, then it became like 3000, and then when my system BSOD'd, it was taking up something like, I think it was like 10 gigs of memory or more. And this is in the background while I'm like playing the game, and I couldn't figure out why it BSOD'd. But I forgot what I did, but it fixed it. I think I had to like sign back in or some shit. Oh, I remember what I did. I deleted my cookies for YouTube and then logged back into my account. Not what we needed though, but I'll take it. Let's see here. Give me the blue fish. I want to go to do water fishing. But I can't, because I'm stuck on this one fish. camera's being wonky. Brr. There we go. It kind of fixed it a little bit. I'm not looking at my app here. Yeah, there we go. Holy shit, it's sunny. Come on. Cool, cool. Come on, fish. Damn this fish. I said to myself, I'll get this blue fish to drop, and then I'll go heat up some lunch. But that was 20 minutes ago, so now I'm kind of like, come on. Fishing. It did look like I was holding it backwards, though, didn't it? Oh, whoop. Oh, it's because I'm not on flat surface. I was trying to do the thing where I can face backwards and fish. I've done it a couple of times, but I'm not on flat terrain, so it'd be really hard to do. Nice, we got a pity bomb bill, but not what we actually needed though. So between this lake and the lake that's across the way to the east, or I'm sorry, to the west of there, is basically or 2 areas of attack. I'm hoping that this will be enough to actually get the fish that we need. So I'm watching this water while I'm fishing, right? This down here. And it's neat because this thing will have like planes of stability. Like in all this chaos, there'll be like a small moment occasionally in random spots where you can actually see what's down there. And then it just kind of goes back to being filtered out by the ripples of the water. Come on, fish. Give me the damn blue fish. I want to go make tendies. Not like for real though. Either chicken tendies or chimichangas or some. I could make beefaroni, but I don't really want to mess with that. It's too messy when streaming. There we go. Hell yeah, the shock brother crayfish. Ah, feels good, man. Feels good. Alright, so now let's consult the image of awesomeness. By the way, this is from houseturtia.com. House Turtia. House Turtia or Fishing in Tamriel, the two websites I go to for all my fishing. Mainly House Turtia though. So look at all these yellow hooks. You see all these hundreds upon hundreds of yellow hooks that are bunched together? And these two little bunches to the west, right? That's where we're going to be going. That's the goal. So, let's take a look here, chat. We're going to be looking around here. Where is that, by the way? This is what I want to know. Like, where is that? Is it all these pools of water here? Well, let me see. Yes, it is. It's all the pools of water. Right. Okay, so back to Balmora we go. They are going ham on Nagatoro, chat. Not a fan of country music, but I can listen to somebody play guitar like this for hours where I come from. It's a thing. Yes, we need to go this way. It's our foul water now, isn't it? Looks like we found the place. I'm gonna go to the source though. Haha. Alright. So chat, I'm gonna go throw some shit in the oven. I will be back in about 1 minute tops. Don't go anywhere. I'm not gonna be gone for very long. I'm just making a mad dash for the freezer, then the oven, then back here. Alright? So I'll be right back. Alright. Oh wait, no. We are not using the wrong bait today. Let's see. 132 foul bait for fish roe. Sweet. Or fish roe foul bait? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, like what do you mean? Like games or features or like just stuff in general? I think we'll get an extra. I think we're gonna get an extra processing unit somehow. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying it since the physics chip. I think we'll get a third processor of some kind. You'll have a CPU and a GPU, and they're already going in that lane, right? So your CPU has main cores and secondary cores now, and your GPU has main whatever's in the GPU and like other ones. But basically AI is doing multiple processing now, just like the CPU is. So if you think about it, they're going into this hybrid phase, which is usually in the technology world. When you have a hybrid phase, usually something individual comes out of it. Like we got multi-core processors because people wanted multiple CPUs, and then we got what was it? The ability to process damn near any bit of data with the GPU, as well as other things, all because they figured out how to do CUDA cores. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. As far as things go, wouldn't know. I do know as far as other things go, I really wish that they would have not gone with TPM as a setup for security, just because A, it's not really that secure, and B, it's basically DRM for Windows. I mean, for better or worse. And since you're already going to have your own antivirus stuff running anyway, it's just going to bog down your system a little bit more. Maybe not enough to be noticed, but when you stack 100 things on top of it, you'll begin to notice things more than you would on, say, earlier operating systems. But just as well, it's a sign of the times. You got to go with the future, because I hear 12 is going to have it too. So both 11 and 12 Windows. It also makes it easier for Windows to determine if you've changed out your parts so much that they want to say that you need to have a new serial number. The old OEM thing. I used to hate that shit. It's like, oh, you've reseated your graphics card. We noticed that Windows has changed. And I'm like, oh no you don't. There was also, what's another thing? I'm hoping that they make the ability to somehow integrate Discord a little bit smoother. Of course, that's just me and a personal gripe with an app, because it tends to glitch with a lot of shit that I use. Not in any unuseful way, but CPU usage. Discord reminds me of running Google Chrome in the background. You just need one tab open, and now you've got like 3 gigs lost of your RAM. Hey, we got a Firemouth BU, so we only need 2 more fish in the whole zone. Not bad, chat. We're making good time. shoulder. I'm like, it's a slaughter fish. Alright, so that's saltwater. This is where we go and find ourselves some more the fish. Oh, no pools hidden inside the trees this time. I forget which zone that was. They hid the pools inside the trees. Let's see here. Let's burn through some foul water fishing. Let's see, what is my most useful feature? Oh, I got you all day. I got you all day on that one, okay? And now remember, I use Windows 10, okay? But here we go. You ready for this? The most useful feature that you would never believe that you would need to use, that that I end up using 3 times a day or more, right? Is literally Paint 3D for Windows. Microsoft Paint 3D or whatever it is. So Paint 3D allows you to throw together thumbnails. It also allows you to use the sticker system. And the sticker system is great because any PNG that you have that is literally a cutout or something, you can literally just arrange everything perfectly and then be like that. It works really well for stuff like thumbnail generation. It also helps if you need to take a WebP and turn it into a PNG. Or turn a PNG into a JPEG. Because YouTube has a 2 gig, I wish, 2 meg cap for thumbnails. So a lot of my PNGs are like, usually like 2 and 3 megs. So I have to down convert them to JPEG. And yeah, it comes in handy more than you would ever imagine. Also, you can cut stuff out with Paint 3D, like a boss. Like most of the shit that I have cut out myself has been on Paint 3D. Now I have a couple of different tools, a couple of different programs that can do image cutouts, and an AI assisted one as well. But the main one that I use every day is literally that. Let's see, there's that, and what else? Mainly that, yeah. It really is. Once you figure out how to make the cutout tool work, it's a little bit easier. The only thing I have a problem with is occasionally fonts will lock up the app and crash it. So if you ever download a font off the net, you can try to use it there and it may not work. Just as well, you can load that same font up into a different program and it'll work just fine. I know soon I gotta try to get my, what is it, get my stuff updated a bit. I want to make an intro video, but I'm shit at making videos, right? So I try to figure out ideas and cool stuff, you know. But I want to make like a clip video that I can put on my intro thing, so that when people join, they can see my stuff. But I just have like no talent for that shit. I really don't. I have like thoughts, concepts, and ideas, but there's no way to take it and make it into like the thing that I want. See, I wouldn't mind making videos if I had all the shit, right? Like if I had, well, I mean, I'll just be straight up. If I had like the $100 a month grade or more subscription to like Adobe and had all the other apps and all the other media subscriptions so that you could get really good thumbnail stock and all sort of shit like that. Oh, I'd be all about making videos. But but that's literally like $100 to $200 a month upkeep just to be able to make videos, and it's frustrating. Otherwise, you can still make videos, but as we both can probably attest, if you don't have the absolute best shit, it just gets harder. And don't get me wrong, there's a whole learning curve once you get the best shit to take it to a whole other level. But for the stuff that people want to do, you'll find that it's disproportionate a lot of times, that the expensive stuff is like the main thing. Also, did y'all see that fish? That fish just literally is doing circles in this pond. That's some crazy shit. I'm watching this fish right here, it's distracting the hell out of me. Look at this thing, there he goes. That's a slaughterfish, I think. No, that's a bass. Or a trout. Oh. This is almost like a mini game. It's like, will it bite? This fish is circling like a shark. Fish small. Damn. Not the blue fish we needed. Slaughterfish. It really is. That's always been my main problem with video editing, is that the amount of work that you have to put into doing stuff is 10 times more than if you had the right tools. It's the same way with any kind of craft though. Like let's say you want to build something. If you don't have the, the right hammer, the right wrench, the right this, the right that, building it would be a pain in the ass, but if you have the right tools, it's not that bad. Hey, sleeper coffin fish. Now we just need one more fish in the whole damn zone. And then I can celebrate, and then actually no, I wouldn't be celebrating anything. I would immediately be scrambling to set up the next stream. I prepped some stuff today, so I've got one thumbnail to rule them all. Usually I make a thumbnail for every event, but I'm going to do both my FPS games in one stream. So I'll be playing Quake 2 tonight, and that'll get remastered as well. I'm going to try to beat Quake 2 64. Chilling in the swamp. Oh, I love it. Let's see here. Come on, fish. No. I have to go check my chicken soon. Put a bunch of chicken tendies in the oven. fish. Damn it, man. Oh shit, we got it. Holy shit. Morrowind Master Angler. 1 hour, 40 minutes, 57 seconds. Hell yeah. Hot damn. Hot damn. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? I'm gonna take my ass over to Balmora. I'm gonna cook up some fish. See if we got any perfect roe. And then I'm gonna go eat some chicken tendies. So, for those wondering, what we're gonna be doing now is in a few minutes I'm gonna be bringing the stream down. I'm gonna change it over to my FPS stream, right? I'm gonna eat some chicken tenders, and then well, chicken dino buddies, right? So I guess they're nuggies in a way. And then after that, I'm going to probably go take a piss. Right, because people do have
The
to pee.
Somerset Isles are abuzz with the name of Alas.
And then I'm gonna come back and set this up, and we'll play Quake 2, and we'll play Battle.net Remastered until I get so damn tired I have to go to bed. That sounds like a plan. Or if nobody's watching, I'll probably call it at some point. 150 fish. Did we get a perfect row? Damn! We got 2 of them. That's actually really good odds. Made up for yesterday. Hell yeah. Alright. So we had, our odds were 1 point, we had a good chance of getting 1.5 and we got 2. Yesterday we had an almost perfect chance of getting 2 and we got 1, so it kind of sucked. But yeah. But with that, my dudes, I'm gonna go eat some tendies. I'll see y'all in about 30 minutes to an hour. Alright, we good on that? So within about 30 minutes to an hour, I'll see y'all back here. And we'll be playing Quake 2 and Battle.net Remastered. I'm not sure which order we're going to start in. I may start with Quake 2. Just because it'll be earlier in the day, more people will be playing it. So, but with that, my dudes, you'll have a good one. And I'll see you in about an hour. Well, 30 minutes to an hour. Bye! Later, Kevin. I'll see you in a bit.